Have you ever wanted to start a podcast or curious about all of the behind-the-scenes details in having one? From planning to recording to editing, these episodes take weeks to create. My name is Mal. I am the host of the Doll Mom podcast, and this is a behind-the-scenes look into what goes into having a podcast. Come along with me as I take you through 3 episodes from start to finish. It's posted! Okay, so we are currently sitting at my editing, podcasting, computer work, all the above desk. We're in that area of my house, I guess. Today is March 2nd. It's currently 5:53. All day today I've been doing computer work. We've edited a YouTube video. I uploaded a YouTube video. I did some podcast work focusing on episode 35, which is what I just posted, the 4-year of my podcast kind of campaign, kind of a little celebration thing I like to do. So usually I like to message guests to come on during the week because I think it's a little bit more professional, honestly. However, you know, there are some instances where I do run into where I do message during the week, and there's people who don't check social media during the week because they have other things to do. You know, they work, they go to school, like different things like that. So I do run into like a little bit of like delays in responses from time to time. But however, there are some instances where I won't message during the week, and this is one of them. So my next episode I'm going to post is episode 36, which I'm going to post on March 25th, which is a Tuesday. Looking at the calendar, 3 weeks of weekends that I can work on it. Okay, so I usually spend a lot of my social media, like content time, creating content on the weekends, and my podcast is the same thing. And so I need to edit it on Sunday, March 23rd, but I don't have work on Monday, March 24th. So those 2 days are going to be the days where I'm going to be editing. Probably it's going to be edited on March 24th because that Sunday is the Sunday we come back from LA, and I'm going to be editing the LA video. So that's going to be a full-blown day of just doing that. So if I wanted to have a guest on for the 25th, I need to message ASAP, and they would need to record this coming weekend, Saturday, March 8th, March 9th, or sometime during the week. I do take online classes, so the only in-person classes that I take happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays right now, so I do have some flexibility with recording during the week, which is really nice because sometimes that does come in handy, especially if we're trying to get a guest on last minute. But I think this month is going to be a solo episode because I don't like to rush things. So I'm not someone who messages them and be like, oh hey, can you actually like come on this weekend? I'm not someone who does that. So the guest that we're looking to book is probably going to be in April's episode, which would be episode 37. So right now I'm going to be messaging 2 people, okay? Sometimes I'll message 2 people at the same time. Sometimes it just kind of depends on the person, on who I'm trying to get on. So one of the persons that I'm going to be messaging, I'm not really sure their active schedule on Instagram, so I'm just going to go ahead and message her today. And then the other person I'm going to be messaging, they kind of post on Instagram different times, so I'm not really sure when they'll be able to respond either. So that's another reason why I message 2 people at the same time. If there's one that I'm really unsure what their active status is or how often they use Instagram. And then if I'm trying to get somebody who has a major, like a big social media following on Instagram online, then I'll message somebody else too in case that falls through. So opening up Instagram, I usually contact people through Instagram because that's where a lot of people are, but I have written emails before, and I've done Facebook, and I think I've done TikTok. I'm not sure if I actually have done TikTok, but I've definitely messaged for Facebook, and we've done text messages, we've done emails. Like it kind of just depends on the person, and I usually like to research people in like the most like stalker way, of course, and to kind of figure out, okay, which platform are they most active on, because then I'll go off that and then I'll message them. Okay, so I'm going to message this first person. Hello. This is so weird. I've never done this before on camera. I hope you all don't judge me. Hello. I hope you are doing well. I was wondering if you would like to come on. Thank you. Okay, so I just sent it. It's 6:03. Usually I will introduce myself and I will introduce my podcast, but it kind of depends on the person. If it's someone that I know listens to it based off of like comments or like messages or different things, then like I won't really like go out of my way and like tell them about my podcast. But if it's someone that I know that they've never listened to my podcast and they probably won't ever, I will go out of my way to introduce my podcast and give details and talk about the demographic and like different things like that. We're gonna message this other person who I also am really good friends with to come on, but this time I'm actually going to explain my podcast because I don't think that they know. Okay, so I'm gonna say hello. I actually have their number so I could text them, but I'm just gonna message on Instagram. Hope you are doing well. To have you on. I was thinking we could. Thank you so much. Okay, I just sent that, and that is currently 6:09, so I sent the other one like 6 minutes ago. So hopefully they respond. Fingers crossed, and hopefully they say yes and we get something worked out. Preferably, I would love it if one of them could come on for this month, but I really think this month's gonna be a solo episode, and if this is gonna be a soloed episode, that means I need to record next weekend, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna talk about. Like, the whole goal was to reach out before March 2nd. Like, preferably, if I was gonna have someone on in March, I would have reached out the end of January, beginning of February, but I was sick then. And when you're sick, everything just falls apart. Like, it does. It falls apart. At least when I am, so. Yeah, but I'm gonna update my guest tracker, which is what I use to track guests. I'll write down ideas on who to have on, idea segments, so like what I think we could talk about, and then like the status, if I reached out, how I reached out, did they reach out to me or am I reaching out to them, did they say that they wanted to come on before this, like different things like that, and then idea episode release. So when I think I would like to have them on, or when the episode will be premiering. And then I have an episode schedule document where I keep track of the schedule of the Doll Mom podcast, who's coming on when, what's the process, what's the stage we're on with that episode, and where we're at, really, if that makes sense. So, for example, I reached out to someone today, so we are on outreach, which means I reached out to them. So anyways, I'm gonna update my schedule and my guest tracker. I'm gonna add someone to it because I saw someone this past week. I found their like account in different posts and I was like, ooh, I would really love to have them on. So I'm gonna add them and I'm gonna see maybe what month I should reach out to them. No way. Okay, so one of the persons that I just messaged, so person number one that I messaged, it is 6:26 and it is still March 2nd, okay? And they just responded saying that they want to come on, and they sent their schedule, and I literally think we could maybe have a guest on for this month, which is kind of crazy. I'm actually really happy. But maybe I shouldn't have a guest on for this month because I don't want to like respond back and be like crazy. Be like, oh, can you do it like this coming weekend? I don't know. I'm so happy that they want to come on. Okay, every time somebody says that they like says yes to coming on, I get really happy and I'm like, yes. Like I do like a little dance and like it's like a little party in my mind because, okay, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna respond. I I'm so happy they respond back. I didn't even think they were going to respond back tonight. Okay, so I just messaged them back. I sent them some options for coming on and kind of what days that they would prefer and different things like that. And so now I'm waiting to hear back from them. And I think I'm also going to message them kind of an idea of what I had in mind on what we would talk about as well, to get their feedback and to hear kind of their thoughts and opinions on that as well. So I will probably be talking to them for the rest of the night tonight. It's 6:41 p.m. and this might even go into tomorrow as well. So, but I'm really excited and I think the episode's gonna be great. We have now entered the recording kind of terms where, you know, we're trying to schedule a date to record and what we're going to be talking about. That's kind of like the stage that we have now entered with person number 1. Hello, it's been a couple days, so I'm going to give you a bit of an update. So me and guest A have been going back and forth talking about, you know, the platform that I use to record, how the whole recording process works. So we figured out a date and we're going to be doing it next Friday, which is the night before I leave for LA, which is March 14th. So now I am going to be writing up an episode document, which just has all the questions I will be asking them and includes the link to the recording session, and then I'm going to be sending it their way so then they have it. In addition to that, guest B also responded saying that they want to come on, which I am super duper excited about. We haven't decided officially or booked a recording date with guest B yet, but when we do so, I will let you all know. And yeah, we're still talking about the episode and stuff like that, getting stuff lined out. This is my desk. It's so messy. We need to clean it real quick. I came down here, it was 6:56. Now it's 7 o'clock, right on the dot. I cleaned up my desk for a little bit, and now we are setting up my podcast stuff. The interview is at 7:30, and it is currently storming right now. We're under tornado watch until 11. And we are currently under severe thunderstorm warning too. So yeah, you could probably hear it, maybe hailing and stuff. Hopefully it doesn't mess any connections up. We don't have any technical difficulties. Hopefully I don't have to leave because we got put underneath the tornado warning. I wanted to show you guys and kind of talk you through my setup. Okay, you're at an angle to where I can't really fit my full face in. Microphone, which I'm going to be plugging in to my computer. I get my headphones out, and I keep my headphones in this nice case, but it's kind of sometimes really hard to take them out. So here's my cute little headphones. And I like to, I just plug it into my microphone. Nobody can hear the interview except for me when I have my headphones plugged in. And now I get my iPad out, pull up the Google document with all of the questions on it. And then I have to pull up what the recording session, the thing on my computer to be able to record it, and that's how we're meeting. And then I also have a bottle of water. I usually get a cup of water, but today we're settling for a bottle. Yeah, everything is ready to go. We just wait until it's time. And then I also have my little sticky note on what I'm supposed to say and stuff when, at the very beginning, so then I don't forget anything. But I also need to make one at the end, so then, because there's some more information at the end I have to tell them. The first technical difficulty has already happened tonight. She needed to be resent the link again. Error message, and nothing will load. So yay! That worked. Hopefully. Hello! Oh my goodness, you're here!
hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
Just got done. My voice is like kind of like, it is 9:37 and I just got done with it. We started around a little after 7:30. Typically those sessions take like an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one took a little, like, it was 2 hours and like a couple minutes. Anyways, but it went really good, and I'm gonna edit this on the plane going to LA, and which is tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just overall just really excited about it, and I think you all are gonna really love it. At least I hope. Okay, so we are back from LA. Today's date is March 23rd. A lot of stuff happened while we were in LA regarding the podcast. It's kind of insane. Listen, I am like so sick and tired of sitting at my computer sometimes, because I've been sitting here at my desk since like 2 p.m. or something editing the LA vlog, and it is 8:23. Okay, it's finally up on YouTube. I posted it how many minutes ago? Girl, I don't even know. I posted it 10 minutes ago. During that 10 minutes, I've been here, you know, finalizing like the stuff to promote it. And then I've also been working on like posting stuff for the podcast and different things on social media. So there's just days where I'm here at my computer and I get so sick and tired of sitting here. And I feel like a lot of people who make content, especially YouTube videos, are gonna say the same thing. They get so sick and tired of sitting in one spot for a very long time. So, stuff that happened with the podcast in LA. Okay, I didn't get it all edited on the plane ride. I got most of it edited. There's like 2 things. I need to finish editing the first segment, and then the second segment I need to edit, but the intro and the outro are all edited, and it's on my laptop, which is upstairs. So I'll probably spend my night just editing the podcast, because it goes up on March 25th. That's Tuesday, and I have to send it over to the guest for her to listen to, which I don't expect to honestly post this episode on Tuesday like I originally planned, because of editing issues, you know, and that's a lot to ask the guest to listen to it before Tuesday at some point. So I'm gonna try to get it all tonight. If not, then I'm gonna work on it tomorrow afternoon. In LA, I've had 2 guests potentially reach out to me on the podcast, so we have to jot down some notes regarding that on my Google Sheets tracker, and we scheduled one of the guests for an interview. This week I have to circle back to another guest, and then I have to email another guest. So that's like 3 guests that we're talking to get on, which one of them out of the 3, we already have a date scheduled and everything. A little stressful though, trying to figure out when they're all gonna come in, and that's like 3 different schedules that we're working with. Yeah, but it'll be okay. Like I'm excited for them to come on, and I'm excited for like the future episodes. So right now we're just going to jot some stuff down in my Google Sheets and kind of just get my life together with the podcast right now.
Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
8:37, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna call it a night, go upstairs, eat some dinner, take a shower, get ready for bed, and then spend my rest of the evening editing episode 36. It is March 25th, at 7:11 at night. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a catch up of what happened the last like 2 nights or something. Last night on March 24th, finished editing the podcast episode at 11:30 at night, and I went ahead, I listened to it because the guests wanted me to send it to them, so I went ahead, I did a approval listen, which just means in my terms listening to it, make sure it sounds all nice and that it's ready to be posted. I don't need to make any more edits to it or anything, and I didn't need to make any more edits, so it was good. So I went ahead and I sent it over to the guest after midnight. I think it was like at 12:15 or something. I didn't go to bed last night till 12:30, which is not good on a school night, I will say. So right now what we're doing, we are uploading my episode to my podcast distributor, and we're writing the title of the episode, the description, we're designing the episode art. I have to do content checks on it. I have to claim if there's any promotional content in it or if it's appropriate, and then I like to add a poll. It's like an engagement thing. If you listen to the podcast on Spotify, additional details, I need to do what episode type it is. If I do a season, what episode number. I need to see if I'm gonna do comments on it. So different things like that. That is what I'm gonna be doing for the next like 20 minutes. I don't know, sometimes it takes like 30 minutes for me to get through everything.
Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
It's posted! Okay, so it is Wednesday, March 26th. Ooh, I forgot to wish someone a happy birthday yesterday. Oops, I just remembered that. And we just got what I was referring to as one of the guests in the beginning of this video on to schedule an interview for the end of April. So I got that worked out, and so now I'm going to be updating my documents, and I actually still need to post about the episode that was released yesterday, so episode 36. So I have to make those Instagram posts. That's it. That's what I'm going to do, and it is currently 2:23. I have a little bit before I get ready for work, so I'm going to be doing that, and I'm also going to be throwing on a vinyl to listen to in my room.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
It's 2:39, and with the dance party I had with One Direction, I got the announcement caption written, and I got just different tasks and stuff put on my calendar. And yeah, so I am going to just kind of finish putting together the social media graphics to post, and then I'm going to get ready for work, and then I'll probably post the announcement in my car while I'm waiting to go into work today. Okay, y'all, so I'm in the middle of writing episode 37 episode plan, and which is just a document like about the questions that I'm going to be asking the guest, and I'm just having such a rough time with questions and different things because I don't want anything to be like too personal or like too, I guess, deep right off the bat, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I feel like that's like the best for like meaningful conversations. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm potentially working on like a third segment for this episode, and I'm trying to figure out how to word questions, if that makes sense. I'm just having like a really hard time. This is like the first time I've ever struggled with writing like an episode plan. Usually the ones to write that are kind of hard for me is when like guests have those ideas, and it's like, okay, I'm trying to like translate it into their idea, you know what I mean? translate their idea into words and like so that we're on the same page, you know, with like questions and different things. So those are typically the hardest to write because, and there's definitely been times where I had to go back and just redo it, you know what I mean? Really rewrite it because, you know, that's not what they had in mind. And I'm always flexible like that because I think that's what makes episodes really unique and really special if the guest has their own kind of like spin on it and has a voice, you know? I'm struggling. I'm a struggle bus over here. I thought I would share. It's 4/12. It's April 12th and it's 7:30 at night. And I should have sent this over yesterday, but like I've been researching hardcore over this stuff, but it's just so hard to put it into words. Good morning. It is 8:40 and the date is April 18th and we have a podcast interview at 11. And I'm being kicked out of where I usually do the podcast interviews because my mom has to work in there. So we have to clear the table off in the doll room and do the podcast interview there. Let me show you what the table looks like. I'm sorry, but who was going to tell me that having a doll room, it would get chaotic, okay? There will be times where it literally gets so chaotic and you're like, I don't even know what to do. So this is one of those times where stuff is just everywhere. I literally just got reminded that I need to go find my computer charger and charge my computer, my laptop. Oh no. I have the charger, but I don't see the laptop anymore. Okay, it's on the floor. Okay. Okay, so I think it's charging. Listen, I haven't used this in a while, and so it is like dead. So hopefully it gets to like almost 100% within like the next hour.
Lights paint the skies. Only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
I feel like this amount of space could work. Okay, it is 10:45. Okay, a little bit later than what I would like to set my stuff up, but we are dealing with it. So we had a pivot this morning. So the laptop that I wanted to use, which was my Chromebook, which she's so old, like I hardly use her anymore anyway, but she is honestly very old, and she needed to be, oh my god, I'm just going to put this somewhere else, because it's going to fall off the table and it's going to hit something. Okay, so, which she's very old. Okay, I don't use her very often. She was completely dead this morning, and so I had to charge her, and when I charged her, she's still not charged. She's at 68%, which would not be a big deal if I had plugins in the doll room. The plugins are covered by the dollhouse, and so we have this little strip, and her outlet will not, like the cord to charge her will not fit into the outlet, so we have to use my school computer this morning because my school computer is the only thing that's charged and it's at 99%, and it says it's going to last me 3 hours and 37 minutes, so we're gonna hope for the best this works. I have to log in on it with my stuff. Listen, the last time I had to do a podcast interview in the doll room, technology was not on my side either. Like, my Wi-Fi literally went out like 30 minutes before it was an hour before my podcast interview, and I had to literally, my dad, while he was at work, had to restart the Wi-Fi, and it was just a big mess, and it was honestly very stressful. So this is not really as stressful as it was last time. Okay, so my computer's set up. I plugged in my microphone. We got my headphones. I'm going to plug them in. I got my guest recording to-dos, stuff I need to go over before and after we record the podcast. So I got that. I just made this like a couple weeks ago, so I'm really excited, and I got a laminator. So anyways, that looks really nice. And then I have my water. I need to grab a coaster for my water. Got my blanket and my coaster for my water. And now we're good. So I need an American Girl blanket. I'm very full well aware, or some kind of doll blanket. So what do I do while I wait for guests? Sometimes I'll just sit here. Oh great, it's asking me to plug my computer in. Now we are running in to technical issues. Excited for you to come on. Oh my goodness. I just recorded episode 37, okay? My voice is a little because, you know, we've been talking, and I'm tearing up too. I'm just so proud of episode 37, and I haven't even edited yet. I just got done recording it, and I think a lot of people are gonna love it too, at least I hope. And I have a lot of moments with the podcast where I finish up an episode and I just really enjoyed it, and I hope people love it and like just enjoy it, and yeah, that makes me cry. I don't know, I'm just so happy on it, you know, like it's just a happy, like I just get so happy and I get just so proud, and I just really hope these conversations like really inspire people and like, you know, do something with their dolls or do something, you know, like, and just help, I guess, maybe, like, I don't know, like, I just really hope that episode 37 just, people love it as much as I do. Like, I'm literally gonna cry. Anyways, so sometimes with having meaningful conversations, you know, they do, they mean a lot to me, and I love what I do, and yeah, anyways, that's, I guess, my thoughts. I don't know what else to say.
Hey you, don't you worry about a thing. Oh no, every day is just a brand new start. Just follow your heart. So many dreams are waiting for you. Sing hey, it's okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day. It's okay. So live your life, live your way.
So I just got done editing the whole episode. It is 9:38 at night. I started at 7:55, around 8. It didn't take me that long, so that's good. I thought it would honestly take me longer. Now I have to listen to it before I upload it to my podcast distributor and type out all the details about it, create images for it, so like the cover art, stuff I'm gonna post on social media. Usually I plan out like the quotes sometimes and different things like that, and then I have to make all the social media posts. So it's gonna be definitely a late night for me. I also have to go take a shower, so I'll probably do that and then come back down and listen to it. If there's any additional edits I need to make, I'll make those. So it's gonna probably be a late night for me, but it's honestly worth it because I love doing what I do, and it was a blast, and I really hope you guys love episode 37 as much as I do. I was kind of tearing up editing it just because, and I'm gonna tear up right now because, you know, talking about it, we're very emotional. You know, dolls mean so much to people, and they mean so much to me, and I'm so excited to kind of shed a light on the meaning of how much dolls are. They're more than just something that's sitting on a shelf. So I'm really happy about this episode, and I hope you will enjoy it. Good morning. It is April 26th, And I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about last night. I stayed up until 11:30 getting the podcast posted, promo stuff all ready to go, so then I could post it today, tomorrow morning, the next day, the next morning, whatever. And so then I could send it to the guests I had on. And yeah, it took me a lot longer. I knew I was gonna have a late night, but I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. I'm still kind of tired. But it's okay. I really hope everybody enjoyed the episode. I just got done posting everything on social media, and I'm already getting some really good comments on it, which I'm really excited and really happy to see. Next steps. What do we do after this? Episode 37's already wrapped up, right? It's already out. Well, we have to figure out promo stuff, so like what things I want to put on the quote post, what things I want to do for short form videos, and then we have to start working on episode 38, which I already started doing. We already have the guest booked. I already have the episode planned right now and sent over. The guest approves of it. And our recording session for episode 38, which is this coming Friday, May 2nd, and the episode will get posted on May 25th. Besides that, I'm already working on episode 39, so I've messaged 2 people to come on. Have not heard back from any of them, so I'm gonna message somebody else this week. I like to message people during the week because I think it's nicer and it's more professional. That's my thought process on it. So I'll probably work on getting a message written out and planned to send on Monday to someone, and I might also reach out to somebody else as well. So that's like 4 potential people that I'm reaching out to. Sometimes it's a hit and miss, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So anyways, I really hope we can get people on for episode 39. We'll see. I really hope the people that I message actually message me back because I really want to have them on. The first person that I reached out to come on episode 39 emailed me back. I'm so excited. Stop. If this works out, oh my god, I think you all are gonna love it too. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, now I gotta work on the email writing her back or writing them back. Yeah. Okay. I thought I would document this moment because I have my camera set out and I'm crying about my podcast. Happy tears, happy tears. We just have a new country. Everybody's loving episode 37. Well, everybody, I mean the people who've reached out, so I'm assuming most people like it. And we just hit over 1,000 listens on one platform. That's crazy. Just on one platform. We have 1,000 listens on Spotify, which is absolutely crazy. And I just thank you all so much for liking my podcast and for listening. I just wanted to like document this because this literally just happened and I had my camera here and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna film something. It's Sunday, April 27th. Like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Good morning. So it is Saturday, May 3rd, and the time currently is, I don't even know. Okay, it is 10:08, so I had a podcast interview scheduled at 10 this morning, but they wanted to move it to 10:30, so I had a little bit of extra time this morning, which I always love, not gonna lie, and it gives me a chance to kind of like get my voice kind of waking up. And so right now we're gonna be setting up for the podcast interview. Today we're interviewing the guest that's going to be on episode 38. I was like, wait, what episode are we on? This episode is scheduled to release on May 25th. So yeah, a couple other updates. We booked someone at the end of May to come on the podcast, I believe on like the 29th. So I will be interviewing them on the 29th, and then that episode that we're going to be working on will be out on June 25th. Also, in like the next week or two, probably 2 weeks, I will be reaching out or kind of narrowing down who I want to reach out to have on for episode 39. Oh wait, 40? I'm kind of confused. It's kind of too early in the morning to think of numbers. But anyways, I will be reaching out for July's episode, okay? Narrowing down who I want to have on. So it's kind of crazy, I guess, how quick things turn around, but it kind of keeps me on my toes, and I kind of like it. I said I think in the beginning of this video I'm trying out like a new like scheduling thing, like reaching out to the guests earlier, and so far it's been really working out. Hopefully it continues. Okay, technical difficulties. Like, it's asking me if I am wearing headphones, and I'm like, yeah, but it's automatically saying no. I'm like, I'm literally hearing stuff from my headphones right now. Just got done recording episode, I don't even know what episode we're on now. I think it's 38. Hold on, let me double check this. I'm pretty sure it's 38. My ears hurt sometimes really bad. I don't know if they're really red from wearing my headphones really long because they kind of squeeze my ears and they like kind of really hurt. But it's okay. And then my voice is kind of like, because, you know, we talked for a little bit. But I just love the podcast. Oh my gosh, this is such a fun episode. Yeah, we're on episode 38. We just recorded episode 38, and now we need to edit it, and we need to, you know, get it all ready to publish. I am going to be posting episode 38 on the 25th of May, which is a Sunday. I'm not going to edit it right this minute or get started on editing it because I have other stuff to do today. I'm working in the doll room. I have to figure out a video to post tomorrow because I have literally no idea, which means I have to film a video tomorrow, so my voice better come back sometime soon. I'm also going to update my podcast guest tracker document so then I kind of know where I'm at with episode 39 and episode 38, and then I'm also going to possibly add, I came up with an idea for having a guest on, so I'll probably add that too somewhere as well.
Hey you, I know sometimes things may seem unclear. Trust yourself and you will know, my dear.
Alrighty, it is May 20th. It's currently 11:37. I came downstairs for a little bit and I started editing the podcast. Okay, listen. So I have meant to edit this podcast episode. This is episode 38, which is going to be posted on May 25th, which is this coming Sunday. I wanted to edit this last Thursday. Something came up. Friday, something came up. Saturday, I was going to edit it. Something came up. Sunday, I didn't have time. Yesterday, something came up. So today, we're finally editing the podcast. Okay, I just got done editing the intro. Okay, I would like to tell you guys, just for like a reference. So usually the recording session takes about 2 hours to an hour and 30 minutes. It honestly depends how long we talk. So I have about an hour and 30 minutes or more to edit. Will it be that long? No, it's never that long. Like, the longest episode that I have is like 54 minutes or 52. Like, it's never been an hour, and I honestly don't think this episode will be an hour. For example, the intro, and edited, it's 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Well, I just edited it and it came out to be 1 minute and 24 seconds. So like, I tell you the links just as like a behind the scenes thing in case anybody's interested. And yeah, and plus like I always like am interested when I watch like behind the scenes of like, you know, creators stuff, being like, oh, I wonder actually how long this video was for them to film, you know, especially if it's like the long ones like that gets posted on YouTube, you know. So just edited the intro. I usually edit the outro after the intro because it's the second shortest thing, and I love to edit the shortest things first because I feel more accomplished than editing the last thing. I know you're supposed to like, a good tip or goal or like a good rule of thumb when it comes to different things is like you're supposed to do like your longest test first, then you feel more accomplished. No, I feel more accomplished if I get like the shortest things done, which is really weird. I don't know why, it just is. Anyway, so I will be editing this podcast episode today. I probably won't get it done today. I probably will work on it more on Thursday the 22nd or Saturday the 24th. Probably on Thursday though, because there's some things podcast related that I have to do on Thursday. I have to type out an episode plan, send over to the guest. I'm filming episode 39 next Thursday, so I need an episode plan. And then I also need to text this guest that I'm editing the episode on, asking for pictures for the cover and different things for promo. But anyways, I should get back to editing because I actually need to edit, and I also need to go and make me lunch because I'm also hungry. So there's that too. Okay, we have just a ton of stuff to catch up on. So episode 38 took me a bit longer than what I planned to edit. I did not get it posted on the 25th. I was a couple days late. I always really kind of just beat myself up when I don't get it posted on the exact date when I want to post it. I ended up getting it posted on the 29th, okay? I try to give myself grace though, because May was such a busy month for me. We had a lot of stuff going on with school, a lot of stuff going on at work, and then a lot of stuff happening in the doll room, and then online, and it was kind of a little bit of a messy month. Messy May, I like to call it, hey? So the episode didn't get posted on the 25th, but it did get posted on the 29th, okay? So the reason I did the 29th was I was kind of honestly rushing to get it up during that last week of May because I was leaving to go to Dallas for the weekend, and when I got back, I know I'm going to be so focused on getting this Dallas video up, and then we're going to be moving on to better things. We're going to be starting to shift that focus onto episode 39 because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do for it. So that's why I was rushing to get episode 38 up and to do my approval list, and I literally listened to the episode while I was working out and while I was taking a shower. And then after I got ready for bed and all this, I came downstairs and I stayed up really late posting it on the 29th. I think I got it posted at 11:30. I literally cannot remember. No, it might have been later. I had so many stuff to do on the 29th because we had episode 39 interview. I had to get ready for Dallas. And then I was still working on episode 38. We had a couple things to do in the doll room. It was kind of a rough day. You know, I had to pack for Dallas. But episode 38 is up, and I'm super duper excited about that. I didn't really film editing it because I was honestly really rushing to get it up, especially on that last week. I can miss the 25th, but if I get it up on that last week, any time of the 20s, after 25th, that's good. For me, honestly. I hate when I miss the 25th though. Let's take a look at the future, right? So we have came to the end of this video or end of this series, whatever you want to call it. I literally have no idea what I'm going to do with this, what I'm going to call it or anything as of right now. But we've reached the end. I took you behind episode 36, 37, 38. All of those episodes are out now, so you can go listen to them. I did keep the guest names confidential in this video just because there was some that I was referring to that did not work out. And there were some that I was referring to that did work out, or that I'm still working on getting on and all this stuff. So I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit secret and confidential just in case the guests didn't really want to, or they didn't really feel comfortable with me kind of showing them in this video, you know? Having, I guess, a little bit of respect for them and their privacy and all this. Then we have episode 40, we have episode 41, we have the fall stuff, then we have winter, and then we're into 26. I am very excited looking ahead on the podcast, and I'm really excited and happy with how it's going so far, and I hope you all really enjoy it. If you want to see something different or want me to talk about something on my podcast, drop a comment down below. I'm all ears. Thanks for watching this video, everyone, or this series, whatever happens to this. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's something that I usually don't post, and this is kind of my favorite type of content to watch on my own. I love seeing the behind the scenes stuff of things. So I hope you all really kind of enjoyed this, and if you would like to see more of these types of videos, let me know in the comments down below. And maybe I can do another one of these with more focus on like the social media side, or more focus on something else, or maybe you want to see just how YouTube videos work. I don't know. Like, let me know whatever you'd like to see down in the comments. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Dollies and Rainbows. Check me out on Instagram, same name. Check out my doll theme podcast, which is what you saw the making of. You can listen to it on your favorite music podcast listening sites. We're on YouTube, so it's really fun. I really enjoy it. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you'd like to see more videos of. Would you like to see more behind the scenes videos like this? Would you like to see you sit down, talk about my, whatever. I don't know, just get the conversation started down below if you're able to, and I think that's it. I think that's all I have to tell you. I'll see you next time. Bye!